Washington football family, man, what's good? This is your guy, Manny, and this is a Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. So, man, it's game day. Had a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? Still at work, and I said, you know what? Might as well come on here and talk to the Washington football fans. For anybody who wants to come in, chime in, talk, chat, chop it up, it's all good. So, as I'm wrapping up with work, man, I said, let me hop on here. Preseason, first game. I'm excited. I know it's preseason, but you can learn a lot from preseason, even in the first game. We got a lot of rookies to look at. I did a video earlier today talking about my six keys, or not six keys, but 6 things that I'm looking towards seeing in the game. And if I can find my notes somewhere within my work, I know I talked about, I didn't talk about the punt return. And I know punt return is going to be key. Oh, man, what's good, man? Patrick West, what's good, man? Yes, hail to the Washington football team. Let's get it. It's game day. I'm excited, man. And like I said, I did a video earlier, and I hit some pretty good points, but there were some points that I didn't even talk about. I didn't talk about Dyami Brown. I didn't talk about what we're doing at the punt return position. I'm hearing a lot of good things about DeAndre Carter, and it's starting to seem like DeAndre Carter is going to be that guy. My guy, Timeout Sports, man, what to do? You guys make sure you guys subscribe to Timeout Sports. My guy covers every single sport. I'm telling you, has some of the dopest interviews with tons and tons of celebrities, athletes. So you guys definitely check him out, man. But yeah, like I said, it's game day. I'm excited. So my question to you guys is, who do you guys think wins the punt return position? Like, who do you guys want to see? Is it, I've seen Steven Sims, doing some things in training camp and practice. I've seen, DeAndre Carter. Ladarius, man, what's good, man? What's good? Football is back. It's game day. I know that you don't rock with the Washington football team, but you rock with me. So anytime you can hop on my stream, man, I really appreciate it, man. It's all love. It's all love, man. But, yeah, man, I'm excited for today, man. Also, the depth chart came out, and I didn't even talk about that. That's horrible. I guess that's more so for the podcast that I'm going to drop later on, probably tomorrow morning or sometime tonight. But I'm going to pull up the depth chart real quick because that's something I wanted to really hit on. But in the 9-minute video that I dropped this morning, it's kind of hard to talk about every single thing in 9 minutes. So I'm going to pull up the depth chart, the unofficial depth chart. Anytime there's a game, they have to drop some kind of depth chart, right? Man, my guy, Black Male 67, are you ready for some football? You better know it. Washington Football Nation, let's go. I got my boy, Brian Ellis, in the building, man. What's good, bro? Game day ready. You already know. You already know what it is. Look, I still got a lot of Washington football stuff. I can't really say it because YouTube, but got some Washington football stuff that I'm still gonna rock until it gets messed up. On the back of this, it has my name on it. And it has a number. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has my name and a number on it. So love the merch, man. Love the merch. If you guys are just hopping in, please drop a like. I would kindly appreciate it, man. Kindly appreciate it. Says Tio says, hello, Manny, man. How are you, man? I'm so hyped for tonight, man. I'm too pumped right now, man. I am too pumped. It's going to be a great day. And this is an improv pre-game show. Didn't know I would have had time to do a pre-game show. Since I'm here, stuck at work, I said, man, why not? You know what I'm saying? Little Manny's not here. So I said, you know what? Let me just hop on the stream and, talk to the fans and see what's up. So who are you guys more excited to see this game? I'm looking forward to Jamin Davis. I want to see what he does in tight end coverage versus a guy like Jonnu Smith. I'm looking at let me find this thing. Yes, sir. Let's see what Tiho says. Says, I want to see JP perform well. I think JP is going to get plenty burned today. When you look at the first preseason game, look at it as second stringers, third stringers, fourth stringers getting a lot of work. So I think that JP gets a lot of work. It's to his advantage. JP and Taylor Heineke are going to be guys that get tons and tons of work this year in preseason. I mean, it's awesome. So if he outperforms some of these veterans, that job is his. Man, we got my guy, Washington diehard fan, draft picks and backups. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what the preseason. That's what the preseason is all about. Seeing those backups, seeing those draft picks. Davis, yeah, Davis is one of my personal favorites. T-Ho says I want to see JP, Jamin, BSJ. Y'all know I'm on that Benjamin Juice train. That's my guy, Shaka Tony. Everybody's on the Shaka Tony hype. I am too. But I don't know. Does he play today? I've been hearing some things that he might not play, but we'll see. We'll see. I look, for me, I'd rather see Shaka Tony in that Sam linebacker type role. That's kind of where I'm looking at Shaka Tony playing. Hoping that Jaret Patterson can get a good look later in the game. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. All right, let me see what else. Looking forward to St-Juste, Jamin Davis, and Dyami Brown. Look, I'm on that Benjamin St-Juste train. Look, if Benjamin St-Juste if he performs 70% to what my expectations are, then we're gonna have a dog. I'm telling you, I like what Benjamin St-Juste brings to the table, man. He's big, he's physical, but obviously we've been seeing some things in camp and mini camps and rookie camps and things of that nature. We want to see what he can actually do in a game. And I think that he is going to be amazing. So I can't wait for that. Let me see. H will play because Montez have an illness. Yeah, that'll be dope. I mean, like I said, man, I definitely want to see Shaka Tony play. I don't know if he's big enough to be an edge guy. When you look at him, he's smaller than most edge guys. He reminds me a lot of like a Ryan Anderson type body, but he's definitely more athletic to me, more faster, more shiftier than a Ryan Anderson. So we'll see. We'll see. If Shaka Tony is what they say he is, then we got a gem. We got a gem in the 7th round. I really think that this draft class that we had is solid. It's solid on all facets. I mean, we got ourselves a corner, got ourselves a wide receiver, got 2 edge rushers in the 7th round. Bates, we still got Bates, who's going to get ample snaps in this preseason. This is where the rookies get a chance to shine. So I'm excited about John Bates as well. T-Ho says, I'm predicting that Benjamin St-Juste and Jamin will both have picks. That's dope. Hey, if it happens, I'm going to give you a special shout out. So drop your game day predictions in the chat. I love that. If Benjamin St-Juste gets an interception, I'm going crazy on Twitter. Today. Promise you guys that. It says Shaka Tony or Derek Forrest. Okay. I like both. Derek Forrest had a nice rookie camp, but as we start to get into like mandatory camps and all these other things, I didn't hear his name as much. For those who went to camp, they probably saw more or heard more than I have. But I do like Derek Forrest a lot. We're so deep at the safety position that I don't know if we keep 5 safeties. I think 5 safeties is the max that we keep. Obviously Landon Collins, Cameron Curl are locks. And then, McCain, if he's listed as a corner, then okay. But we got tons and tons of safeties. Troy Ackley is now a corner. I know you guys don't like that name, but we got a lot of safeties. And I'm hoping that Derek Forrest makes a team. That's all I'm saying in a nutshell. I hope that Derek Forrest makes a team. Brian Ellis says, I also want to see our special teams who will emerge as our kickoff returner. That's the biggest question mark. That's a question that everybody's asking themselves. Who's returning kicks? Not only do we need a kickoff returner, we need a punt returner as well. And I think punt returner is more of a need than kickoff returner because you can stick Danny Johnson back there. You can stick not anybody, but you can stick some guys out there, like even J.P. Patterson. You know what I'm saying, out there. So Jaret Patterson, I said J.P. Patterson, but y'all know what I'm talking about. T.O. says, let's see if John Bates can get some catches or blocks. I like John Bates. I love what he brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? For those of you guys that listen to me, I also love the older guy that we have, the one that got hurt recently. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, I do love John Bates, and I'm intrigued to see what he can do for us. I mean, 4th round, he could be a fourth round steal. I mean, there's a lot of guys that we drafted that I can consider possibly steals without even seeing them play. I'm just excited about a lot of the guys that the football team drafted this year. It says, I hope Bobby McCain will be our secret weapon. I like Bobby McCain a lot. Honestly, I think that Bobby McCain should be the starting free safety. But the way that it's looking right now with the reemergence of Landon Collins, it's looking like Cameron Curl is going to start at the free safety position and Landon Collins at the safety position. Now, that does not mean that Cameron Curl gets all the free safety snaps. You're going to see him in the Buffalo. You're going to see him in the slot. You're going to see him at the linebacker position. So it's going to be a little mixture of everything for him. Let me see. All right. As we can use him in safety corner. Yeah. We can use Bobby McCain everywhere. I think that you're going to see Bobby McCain a lot in the slot. You're going to see him a lot in the slot. I've been hearing great things about Jimmy Moreland. My boy Rio was on the Burgundy Network podcast, and he was talking about, his views from camp and everything. And he was saying that a lot of them was talking about Jimmy Moreland, and they said that this is like the best they've seen Jimmy Moreland since he's been in DC, in a nutshell. So I'm excited about Jimmy Moreland. Too bad Cole Boozy got cut. Okay. What's up, Roger, man? Appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. If you're hopping on, please like, please subscribe, and please share. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. All right, hello, Roger. Brian says he's ready. I'm ready too. Man. And Jimmy Moreland is doing well. I'm surprised. See, the thing with Jimmy Moreland, here's my beef with Jimmy Moreland. Jimmy Moreland plays ball in camp. He plays ball in practice. You see him being the people's corner and, intercepting passes. Even his rookie season, he had a good preseason, right? He played tough. But the thing is, I want to see all of these things that Jimmy Moreland is doing behind closed doors, so to speak. I want to see it displayed in public. I want to see it on the field. And if we can get half of what he does in practice on the field, then guess what? We're going to be solid. And if you're looking at the football team, right, we have 4 corners. And if your fourth best corner is Jimmy Moreland, that's not bad at all. That's actually solid. Jimmy Moreland is a solid corner, but I need more out of Jimmy. And I think this might be the year that we get it, because this year might be make or break it for Jimmy. Before training camp and all these things started to happen, there was, people talking about Jimmy Moreland might not make the roster. So with all that being said, we'll see. We shall see. So I'm about to pull up this depth chart in a minute, because I'm good, Roger. I'm hyped for tonight. Man, my guy Hassan Moore, man, what's good, man? What's good? Appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. Please like it up. Please share it out. Man, it's going to be fun tonight. Tonight's going to be fun. So it's looking like I might not be able to stream during the game, but I wanted to get on here, talk some Washington football with my family. I consider everybody watching my family. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. I'm going to share the screen real quick. Let's talk about this depth chart and really what to expect. Like, we can speculate. That's the great thing about the season right now before the season. This is a time when you can speculate and, kind of talk about what you think is going to happen. Now, let me get back on here. Let me see. Tijo says, when is kickoff? I believe it's in about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 6:30 my time, so meaning 7:30 y'all's time. Y'all out there, EST time. Jimmy Moreland is a boundary corner. If they put him in a slot, he may struggle a bit, but way better boundary corner. Look, Roger, we've talked about this before. I semi-agree with your statement, because Jimmy is physical enough. It's just that size. That size, can he really play on the outside? But guess what? He's going to have tons of opportunity this year to play on the outside. Like Ron Rivera always says, position flex, right? Meaning that you can have Jimmy outside, you can have him inside, because Will Fuller, I keep saying Will Fuller, but y'all get me. Kendall Fuller is going to be moved around just as well. So I really don't put too much emphasis on who's a boundary corner, who's in the slot. You're going to be used where it's needed. And God forbid if we get an injury or two on the outside, guess what, Jimmy, you are that next corner, to step up for the football team. But when we look at the depth chart, let's look at the defense first. Okay, Chase Young as the DE and Montez Sweat. No surprise there, right? James Smith-Williams and Casey Toole. Am I saying it right? Was it Toole or Toole? So Casey Toole as the backups, right? Then of course you have the rookies Shaka Toney and William Bradley King next. We're gonna see if William Bradley King and Shaka Toney can push Toole for that next best available spot on that depth chart. Do they keep 6 defensive ends? I don't know. But I will tell you this: they are definitely going to keep 4 guys in the interior, which is Payne, Allen, Settle, and Matt Ioannidis. I think that's our strongest position group right here. These guys are the ones that are carrying the defense. All right, let me see what Roger says. Roger says Sweat is out tonight. Yeah, he's out tonight. And I posted on Twitter. I said, look, man, we need more guys on that edge. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the team and how it's set up, we need more guys on the edge. Man, Turbo Warrior 23, man, what's good, man? I've been good, man. Appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. Please like, please subscribe, please share. I'm so excited for the game tonight. So we look at the linebackers. You have Cole Holcomb, Jamin Davis, John Bostic. The surprising thing is seeing John Bostic on the outside, okay, or just being one of the linebackers. I knew for a fact that John Bostic will not be the middle linebacker. That I knew. So it seems like maybe Cole Holcomb is the wheel, and then John Bostic is the Sam, because we all know what John Bostic looks like in coverage. Let me see what Hassan is talking about. Hassan says our best slot corner is Kendall Fuller. Agreed. TBH and Kendall can 3 positions on the field. Absolutely. I mean, I would love to see Juice and William Jackson III on the outsides, and then have Kendall Fuller on the inside. That's my dream. That's what I want to see happen. I just think it bodes well. Shut that middle down. Kendall is the best when he's playing that slot position. Even if Benjamin St-Juste struggles a little bit on the outside, I'll take my chances with that defensive line and that pass rush. So that's something to definitely look at. It says number 2 corner and free safety. Jimmy is the best at playing outside. I hope we play him there. I'm definitely cool with that. I'm definitely cool with – look, you can even say that you can trust Jimmy more outside than you can St-Juste just because of the experience. But I do like Jimmy outside. I think Jimmy is feisty enough. But against some of those bigger wide receivers, I don't know. But definitely love St-Juste outside. Definitely. Just Kendall Fuller is underrated. He sealed our Super Bowl win last year. So Turbo Warrior is a Chiefs fan, for those of you guys that don't know. Chiefs fan, right, Turbo? I can't remember. I think Turbo's a Chiefs fan. Let me see. William Bradley King should get a ton of run tonight. And James Smith-Williams also. Absolutely. I want to see what these guys got. You know, can James Smith-Williams take that next step? He was a 7th-round pick last year. You know what I'm saying? So the battle of the 7th-round picks, edge rushing guys. So let's see what happens there. It says Sweat being out gives Bradley King more snaps. Absolutely. Everybody is on the Bradley King train. And I want to see what Bradley King has. I might come on here, to be honest. Ever since we've drafted Bradley King, I still have not gone in and looked at his highlights. I don't even know who he is. To be honest, I have not looked at Bradley King at all. All I know is I've heard great things about Bradley King. And tonight I get to see him play for the first time. It says, yes, sir, Chiefs. Excited to see our new O-line this year. Yeah, man, y'all definitely did some things to improve y'all team. But one question about the Chiefs is, if the Washington football team have stripped the name, right? How come the Chiefs haven't stripped their name? Like, how come they haven't changed their name when you see other organizations? Maybe that's another topic for a whole other stream, but I don't know, man. It seems like winning cures all, right? I wonder if the Washington football team were winning games, would the name have remained, or would the name have remained a little bit longer than what it is, than what it was? So those are questions that I ponder in my head. You know what I'm saying? When you're winning, nobody really messes with you. When you're losing, is what it is. So we look at the corner position, and they have Kendall Fuller and William Jackson III as the top 2 corners. I agree. Then the next 2 You have Benjamin St-Juste and Jimmy Moreland. We know this. Those are the top 4 corners. Now, here's where it gets a little bit dicey. You have Danny Johnson, Troy Aikby, and Darryl Roberts, and even Greg Stroman. These 4 guys, 4 notable guys, all fighting for that 5th spot. 5th and 6th, because Danny Johnson is not a lock, but Danny Johnson does return kicks rather well. I wonder if they would look at Danny Johnson as a punt returner. I don't know. But if somehow he wins that punt returning job, then guess what? His job is safe. And then maybe some guys on the wide receiver side don't make the team. So we're going to get to the offensive side of the ball shortly. Here's what I was talking about when I tell you guys that we are deep at the safety position. You have Landon Collins, you have Cameron Curl, you have DeShazer Everett, you have Bobby McCain. I think these 4 guys are a lock. I don't think that Jeremy Reeves makes his team. I don't think that Cole Luke makes his team. So if there were to get another safety to make it 5, then Derek Forrest is that 5th guy. I'm pushing for him. Look, it's between him, Reeves, and Cole for that last spot if they decide to keep 5 safeties. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, man, what's good? Rio, man, what's good, man? We are back, man. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Hey, I'm excited for tonight. Tonight is going to be off the chain. Turbo says, so I feel like they could probably get rid of the chant, the headdresses, and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think those are things that need to go into play, because if you're going to do that to my squad, then, hey, the Chiefs, we need it done to y'all. I'm just saying. Hey, call me salty if you want, but it is what it is. What up, Hawk, man? What's good, man? What's good? My guy, Hawk, man. So let's go ahead and get to the offensive side of the ball. The wide receiver group, one of the strongest. Okay, and it's surprising that I'm saying this, because this has been one of the weakest positions on the football team for the last several years. So you have Terry McLaurin, you have Adam Humphries, and you have Curtis Samuel. Bold prediction. Y'all can get me on this. I don't think that Adam Humphries is a lock to make this team. I've said this over and over and over again, and I'm going to continue to say it. I don't think that Adam Humphries is a lock to make the team. Now, I would say this. The coaches love him. Ryan Fitzpatrick loves him. He's a great player. He's a great player. Can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, he has a great chance of making the team. But at the same time, I have a feeling that somebody younger can possibly push Adam Humphries for that spot, especially if they're able to play special teams. Now, we get back to this list. So we have Terry, Adam Humphries, Curtis Samuel as our top 3 guys as of right now. The next 3 guys, you have Dyami Brown, my guy. I think this guy's going to be a future stud in the NFL. He's tearing it up, but I definitely want to see what he looks like against other competition. Steven Sims Jr., Cam Sims. So are you guys shocked that Steven Sims Jr. is one of the top 6 on the depth chart? This is what I'll say. Steven Sims might have an inside track at returning punts. We all have heard great things about DeAndre Carter. You know what I'm saying? Great things about DeAndre Carter. But maybe, just maybe, you know what I'm saying, Steve Sims might have a chance at that punt returning job. If he can just hold on to the ball, you know what I'm saying, he might be able to make this team. Receivers, look, outside of our top 4, which is Terry, Adam Humphries, Curtis Samuel, and Dyami Brown, even though I think that Adam Humphries is on the bubble somewhat, I would rather replace Humphries with a guy like Cam Sims and say those are the top 4 guys. But the last 2 spots, it can go either way. Isaiah Wright, I don't know. Kelvin Harmon, let's see what he can do coming off that injury. My boy Rio has said some great things about Kelvin Harmon. Like I said earlier on the podcast that I was listening to, Antonio Gandy Golden, I love him. I'm pulling for him. You know, so when you look at the wide receivers, you guys let me know who are your top 6. Because look, I can't pick. I don't know what 6 wide receivers make the team. I really don't. I've gone back and forth. Chelsea fan says many left until the game. You see, Fitz love him. Adam Humphries is a lock. I respect it. I can't argue. I can't argue with that. Everybody loves Adam Humphries. He runs crispy routes. He's a solid veteran. He's definitely needed in that wide receiver group to help coach up some of these younger guys. So I get that. So if Adam Humphries is truly a lock, man, there's going to be a lot of good players getting cut or possibly going to the practice squad. I don't see us keeping 7. I think we keep 6. Let me see. It says, yeah, to all the Redskins YouTubers say Humphries makes a team except Big Douglas show. It says, I'm with you, man. I'm with you and him, Manny. I don't think he makes a team. It's not that I don't think he makes a team. I just think that he's on the bubble. Like, everybody's just thinking that he's just such a lock, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, like I said, it's hard for me to pick 6 guys. I'd rather go youth over the veteran in Humphries. Like, let's say, for example, that Dax Milne comes out tonight and returns punts, and he does some things that we've never seen before, even just in the first game. Dax Milne might just have that inside track at that slot position just because of special teams. If Adam Humphries can win that punt returning job, okay, cool. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. All right, we are back from the commercial. Now, let me see what Turbo is talking about. He says, do you think that Fitz or Taylor should be the starter? I think it's Fitz. I'm with Fitz all the way. I'm on the Fitz train. It just is what it is. I think that Fitz wins the job. Fitz has just been the guy. So I promise you, Humphries is a lock. Okay. I respect it, guaranteed. He says in Chuck voice. Hey, I respect it, man. I respect it. Roger Smith says Brown, McLaurin, Sims Jr., Harmon, Samuel, and Carter as the specialist. So that's how many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 guys. So those are your 7. You say Brown, McLaurin, both are Sims, Harmon, Samuel, DeAndre Carter. I won't be upset. I won't be upset. I honestly think that we need to keep 7, but let's see. Let's see what the coaching staff decides. I think that keeping 7 guys, especially if Carter can return punts and kickoffs, that'll just be just a massive, massive, asset for the football team. A lot of guys are still holding on to hope to Sims Jr. And I'm not mad about that at all. At all. I think that Sims Jr. has a chance to show what he has. I think he's like trying to make the team. We don't know if he's going to make the team. We'll see what happens with Sims Jr., man. I liked him coming in. Last year, I was disappointed with him. If Sims Jr. is your 5th, maybe 6th, maybe 7th wide receiver, okay. Last year, Sims Jr. was our number 2 wide receiver in the year before that. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, man. But yeah, Roger, I definitely love your list. Obviously, I'm an AGG guy. I'm hoping the AGG makes it, but if he doesn't, and this is the list, I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. Because at least you see your stars, you know what I'm saying, and McLaurin and Samuel. You see your possession receiver in Harmon. You know what I'm saying? You see a couple slot guys in Sims Jr. You see like your big guy in the other Sims. So, and then your specialist in Carter. So I really like the list. But back to the depth chart. So right now we have Charles Leno Jr., Samuel Cosmi as the 2 tackles. Okay, Samuel Cosmi was getting beat up by Chase Young and Montez Sweat. So you can't be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are supposed to come in and dominate. You know what I'm saying? And it's only going to help Samuel Cosmi get better. You have Brandon Sheriff and Wes Schweitzer on the inside and Chase Roulier. Wes Schweitzer and Eric Flowers is much more of a battle than we think. Definitely watch these 2 preseason because that left guard position is not a lock. It's not a lock that we brought in, Eric Flowers, that the job belongs to him. Wes Schweitzer, honestly, I've been hearing nothing but great things about him. You know what I'm saying? And he filled in for Sheriff. He can be that guy that goes left, right if, God forbid, Sheriff, gets injured. It just is what it is. Okay. Then when you look at the center position, Chase Ruley he's solid. He's solid. Then if you look on the depth chart, you're seeing Sadiq Charles as the right tackle. From the little bit that I heard about Sadiq Charles during this whole offseason process, he hasn't looked great. He hasn't looked great, especially playing out of that tackle position. You see him getting beat up. But maybe it's just it's going to help to get him better. I would love Sadiq Charles as a guard, not more so a tackle. We go back to this depth chart. Obviously, you have Logan Thomas, but I've been hearing more and more about Hemingway. Hemingway is rising. And look, I loved Ricky Seals-Jones, but I don't know if that injury got him at the 5th. I don't know if he's healthy, if he's not healthy, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think it's an injury. But Simmons Reyes is out here. We'll get to see a ton of Simmons Reyes in the preseason to see what we have. I don't know if Simmons Reyes makes a team just because I think that we keep 3 tight ends. I don't see us keeping 4. But we'll see. If we're going to keep 7 wide receivers, I don't see us keeping 4 tight ends. So we'll see what happens. But John Bates and Logan Thomas are locks. Let's see what Hemingway does in preseason. He's skyrocketing. He is skyrocketing right now. So let's see what Hemingway does. Hawk, man, what's up, man? What's up, bro, man? Appreciate you hopping on the stream always. Appreciate the love and support. Let me see what Roger said. I missed his comment. It says, last year, AGG looked as if he was not ready for the toughness and the physicality of the NFL. He can't come out this year like that this year. I definitely agree with you. AGG wasn't ready last year. I'm not making excuses for him. The guy had COVID. Then he got injured. He didn't have a preseason. He didn't have all these different things. This year he's had the all these camps and workouts and practice. You should see a better AGG this year. If you see the same AGG that you saw last year, he's not going to make the team. But I'm telling you, AGG is going to have a catch or two in the preseason that's going to open up so many eyes. AGG is going to be a tough decision for that coaching staff. We have to remember, the coaching staff drafted AGG. That's their guy. So did they make a bad pick? Was AGG not the guy that they were supposed to draft? We'll see. We'll see. Preseason is going to teach us a lot, and it starts tonight. Everybody says, oh, it's just the preseason. Oh, it's just one game. One game can tell you a lot. You know what I'm saying? And this is a chance for all these players to come out here and solidify themselves as making a roster. So you're going to see guys like Harmon and AGG, and it doesn't matter. If you're playing against a 3rd, 4th, 5th string, it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You're going to have to come out here and play ball. You play ball, you make the team. You play ball, you know what I'm saying? You have more things that you can say, hey, I did this better than this guy, I did this better. Because when they make their assessment on who makes a team, they're going to look at the first preseason game, 2nd and 3rd. And mind you, these first 2 games is for the backups. The very last game is where you're going to see that dress rehearsal. You're going to see the offense, the defense for at least a half, right? So this preseason, this first game is for the Harmons and the AGGs of the world. It's for the Dax Mills of the world. It's for all these guys that are trying to make the team. It's for the guy that wants to be the starting punt returner for the team. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to make special teams? So this is very important. Derek Ford locks to make the team. But guess what? This is the great opportunity to shine versus your peers. So if you are a 3rd string player, you need to dominate versus the other team's 3rd stringers. If you are a second string or 4th or 5th string, you got to dominate against your peers, against your strength position group. So we'll see what happens there. Running back, Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, Peyton Barber, Lamar Miller. And if you look at all the way at the end, you have Jared Patterson. He's the 6th string on this unofficial depth chart. You can't read a lot into it, but guess what? He has to fight against Lamar Miller and fight against Peyton Barber. I think the team keeps 4 running backs just for the simple fact that J.D. McKissick is not an inside the tackle type guy. So if, God forbid, Antonio Gibson goes down like he did last year, you can't rely on J.D. McKissick and Peyton Barber. We're going to need more. We're going to need a better combination between these 2 guys to do some damage, whether that's Lamar Miller, whether that's Jared Patterson, or whether that's Jonathan Williams. So we'll see what happens there. Quarterback, Fitzpatrick wins the job. It's really between Taylor Heineke showing us what he can do as a backup. Kyle Allen is not ready, but today you're going to see a lot of Steven Montez. A lot of Steven Montez. And if Third Down was watching this stream, he will pop out and say Spanish Jesus. That's his guy. Who Who else is left? We talked about the centers. We talked about the wide receivers. We talked about the tight ends. Yeah. Now we go to special teams. Tressway, solid as it comes. Dustin Hopkins, as solid as it comes. Tressway, again, being that holder, just that connection that they have built. And it sucks that, our long snapper is gone and we have a new one, Cameron Cheeseman. He's got to come out here and ball out. The team traded up to get him, you know what I'm saying? And I believe it was the best move. A lot of talks about him being the best long snapper in the draft anyway. So I really don't mind that pick because at the end of the day, you need a good long snapper. So we'll be looking at that. Nobody's really paying attention to the long snapper, but hey, we'll look at that because if he looks bad, he's cut. He's cut, and then guess what? It was a bad pick. Danny Johnson, he's going to return kicks. He's pegged in for number 1 right here. I think he did a decent job last year. At least he gets out to the 25. So he's decent. Steve Sims Jr. Steve Sims Jr. is the number 2. And he's the number 2 also under DeAndre Carter for punt returning duty. So we're probably going to see a lot of DeAndre Carter and then probably see a lot of Sims Jr. They might even alternate. You go, you go, you go, you go. So if Steven Sims Jr. can show us something, anything in the return game this preseason, then that might be his job. That might be his job. They might just keep 7 wide receivers and say, hey, Steven Sims, you are just relegated to punts and kickoffs. And you're going to play some other, parts of special teams when we need you to, whether it is, whatever that needs to be done. I'm not a special teams guy, but I'm pretty sure they can find a spot for him on other special teams positions outside of just returning kickoffs and punts. But it's also we're also going to see a little bit of Isaiah Wright as well. But DeAndre Carter, to me, has the inside track on winning that punt returning job. They brought him in here to be a punt return specialist. So we're going to see what happens there, man. So, guys, man, this is my time. Like I said, I wanted to come on here, man, chop it up with the Washington football fans. I'm excited about the game tonight. It's almost tip-off time. It's almost time, man. So appreciate you guys for, joining me on this quick little stream. Please like, please subscribe, and please share. I will definitely catch you guys on the next stream. I might stream tonight. I might stream tomorrow. I might drop a video tonight. I might drop a podcast tonight. So I really don't know what I'm going to do after this game, but if something happens that's just so excited that is so exciting that I can't contain my excitement, then guess what? You guys are going to see me back again tonight and talking Washington football. So, guys, please like, please subscribe, and please share to the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. Also, you guys can go to my channel and click on the playlist. I have a Washington football playlist, plenty of goodies in there. You guys can see my predictions from when the season started till now. And just call me out. If I'm wrong, hey, call me out. I love to talk in the comment section. My boy SPDM, man, appreciate you hopping on the stream, man. Unfortunately, I'm getting off. It's almost game time. Hail to the Washington football team. Let's get it. I'm out.